Lewis,
Yes, sir.
let me make sure. I told you you would be first. Thank you for your patience. Let
Well,
me, where did you find the case? Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus uh, Duval Montoya Lewis. Case numbers SP 1147097, counts 1, 2, and 3. Good afternoon, Mrs. Lewis.
good afternoon.
All right, I have a recommendation. Now, I see you had a ticket with 3 different matters. I see a dirty, obscure, improper display of plate, which is a civil infraction. I see a driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, which is a misdemeanor, and a no insurance misdemeanor. Mrs. Lewis, there is an offer that you would plead to the civil infraction or plead responsible to the civil infractions, and the other 2 matters will be dismissed. Ms. Lewis, if you're willing to take that offer, then you will be able to pay. I'll assess a fine of $105 in this matter, and once upon payment, then the matter will be closed out, and you'll be able to go to the Secretary of State if you need to. I don't know. You have a driver's license now, Mrs. Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to speak with an attorney, I have a house counsel here available to speak with you to kind of discuss the matter if you need to. But if not, we can put this matter to bed based on a $105 payment.
I would like to speak to an attorney. I don't have a problem with the 105, but I took care of everything, so I don't think I should have any fees.
Okay, what do you mean you took care of everything?
Um, because of the pandemic, I couldn't get an appointment. So my appointment was in January, and I got the ticket in December. But when I went to my appointment at Secretary of State, I took care of the insurance, the plate, everything, the title, everything got handled in one day. And I have a driver license, and I have insurance as well.
Okay, so you do have copies of those matters?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Mr.
Pull the SOS.
Can you run it? Let me, Mrs. Lewis, if you can just hold those up to the screen. All right, I got a registration, I see.
This is for 20, and it expired in 20.
Got a strap. I have, what is that, proof of insurance there, Mrs. Lewis?
Yes, sir. I paid for 6 months up in advance. So it don't expire until July. And then here's my title to my van. I never opened it when I got it from Secretary of State. When they sent it in the mail, I never opened it, but this is the title.
You bought this vehicle and you couldn't get to the Secretary of State because of the pandemic. They were scheduling appointments out months and months in advance. And in that time frame, you got this ticket, right? These tickets, right?
Yes, sir. On my way home from work, yes.
You got a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I do. I have a valid driver license right here.
You don't have to show up, Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, based on proper documentation, we're going to dismiss all these matters, and you'll be free to you'll be free of 36 District Court, Ms. Lewis.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you for taking care of it. Appreciate you coming down and thank you for your patience with us, all right?
Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
You can sign off now, Ms. Lewis. Okay, that's,
Mr. McNeil, back, Attorney McNeil.
Attorney McNeil.
Good afternoon, Judge. Did have the opportunity to speak with my client, Mr. Gore. At this time, he would not like to avail himself of the offer, and he would like to proceed forward with a trial for this matter, Your Honor.
Okay. You want a trial date or a pre-trial date? Which one is your pleasure?
Pre-trial date is fine, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if he's not gonna take the offer, it has to go to trial because it's
Okay,
the same offer.
okay, you got that, Mr. McNeil?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so we got Gore, he's Gore, right?
Mhm.
I don't.
Give it to you.
Got it.
Okay, you got it.
Actually, you know what? Attorney McNeil, can you give me a call?
Yes, who's speaking?
This is the prosecutor.
Oh, okay, what's the
Tony
number?
Goss, 248-996-4817.
I'm calling you now. Thank you.
Okay. Hold on one second.
So, let's move on. I got low. And here's what I'm gonna do. Mr. Whirling, I'm gonna just look up like I just did to see in the file if each one of these tickets that we have is what's associated with these tickets, and we may be able to do that like we just did Mrs. Lewis. How about that?
That sounds good to me, Your Honor. Very good.
I have Mr. Derek Alton. He has two matters. One is the speeding ticket. The other one is suspended. Doesn't display, and he doesn't have a recommendation for the speeding.
You know,
So I'm gonna imagine that he's going to possibly dismiss the speeding, please to refer to this. No. Oh, yeah, that's the driver's license. So he needs to amend that. Michael Lowe.
We're gonna set it for trial, you know.
Set it for trial.
are you gonna set it on 60 days or?
No, not that far out.
30 days.
30 days, that's enough time to.
Only reason I ask is, show cause is that day the dock is kind of heavy. So that's what
We're gonna have heavy dockets.
I know, but
No
I'm
matter
just
what.
saying, I don't want it to,
Let's get him in.
How about
30 days, okay, that's what I'm.
How about 45?
All right,
Mr. McNeil,
30 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have a date? I'm talking about 30 days. Do you have a date set in mind? We're looking at, that right now, July the 2nd, 2021.
That works for me, Judge.
I'll put this on the record. Do they usually put it on?
Yes, sir.
So we're calling,
Let me check.
house.
Oh,
I don't see them.
You ran the driver's license?
No, I just ran names.
Okay. Go back to the case. Hey. She got, I don't know. So go back to the top. Her driver's license. You see where it says DLE right there on the vehicle type? You see where it says white in the fence day? You see the white defense day? Fence day?
Wednesday. I see
See
that.
vehicle type? See her license, like see DLE in her underneath it? She got a Ohio license, so copy that. Not all of them, just the vehicle part. Just click anywhere. Okay, go up to the top. You see where it says, okay, let the cursor rest, so that's copy that. Type DLE right there. Yes. Okay, go where her name is, paste that. Go back at the top, copy it. And next thing is paste. So just paste. And then backspace all that rest of the stuff after her. Okay, you see where it says
And I have
ST?
that slide.
Take that away too. See where it says ST? OH for Ohio. Take the cursor off. OH for Ohio. Hit it. Okay, that's you.
We got 2 members. All right. Ready to call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Dominique LaRon Gore. Case number 21398038, count 1 and 2. Was there a bill?
They both just both pending. See where it says pending.
Okay.
Say that's it.
Today is date set for arraignment. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on is that Mr. Dominique or Mrs. Dominique? Mr. Gore, Mr. Gore. And I understand, counsel, you want a trial date in this matter, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so with that, we'll give you a trial date of July the 2nd, 2021 at, Madam Clerk?
Yes,
what time?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and obviously your client is your client on the Zoom here?
Yes,
Mr. Gore?
State your
Yes,
name,
sir.
Mr. Gore.
Just state your name for the record.
First name Dominique, last name Gore.
Okay, you got that right? Your trial date, July the 2nd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll conclude this matter, gentlemen. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
You can hang up, Mr. Gore. We have Mr. Lowe. Oh, this file here, you need to,
Need an offer?
no, the offer's in there, but it was not, it didn't include. Michael, Lowe?
Yeah, more than just the one.
Yes.
Where's the other?
So. Michael Maurice Lowe. I got it. So. Mr. Worthing, I got, Michael Maurice Lowe here.
Right.
And it looks like Mr. Goss, it looks like he has 4 different matters. On the ROA.
Low?
Yes.
Maybe the other one's a civil litigation there.
Okay, I have, this same like the one, let me check. Date of birth as 9/16/2001. And other ones, date of birth 12/1. So let's do this. What I have here is I have 2 tickets in here. And both of them are no ops and no insurance for both. But I only have an offer on the tickets and let me see if the other one have disclosed.
You get the back of the ticket, it might tell you if it's close.
Uh,
Look on the back of the ticket, it should tell you.
to appear before on an dollar. Oh, that's the 19 case. This is this is 2021. This is January 2021. So
So the 19 case is no offer on?
the 19 case, it doesn't have an offer.
Okay, so they're gonna handle it now.
Yes.
It'll just be another FTD dismissed up. So. So.
What about, we want to see if he has insurance?
You know, it's 4 charges, so normally 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
You got 4. I dropped 2, he 2.
Mr. Worthing,
Yes, Judge.
do you hear that?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
So I got, Mr. Lowe, he's got, two matters up to date
All right.
the incident happened on 1/16/2021, and it's a no ops and a no insurance. And then he has a matter that's in warrant status, that's 9/19/2019 for no ops, no insurance.
Okay.
So, I was wondering if you wanted to discuss with Mr. Goss, a resolution.
Ben, 2 and 2.
Yes.
You take
Okay.
the two FTDs, dismiss the other two.
Okay, that's fine. That makes sense.
I'm gonna bring Mr. Lowe in the room.
Okay.
Mr. Lowe,
How you doing?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Judge Sean.
People need livers and hearts and stuff. Why they don't do it?
You said what?
Is that, Mr. Lowe, you got somebody in the background, or is that, somebody else? Okay. So, Mr. Lowe, basically, I see that you have, 2 cases up for today, but in the file, there's also 2 other cases that are in warrant status. And they're both, basically the same as, no ops and no operator's license and no insurance on both tickets. So, there's a couple options that you have. The people have tendered an offer, basically 2 for 2. So you can plead to failure to display and the no insurance ticket. Those are both misdemeanors. I'll charge you a $240 fine for each ticket, and they'll dismiss the other 2 tickets. Or you can, you got a right to take these matters to trial. We'll set a trial date, and we'll see if maybe you can do possibly better. I do have Mr. Warbling on the line. He is the House Counsel today, and if you would like, I can put you in a room, and you can discuss that with him and any implications that surround that. If not, we can. If you want to take the deal today, we can also do that, and it's your pleasure. So you let me know what you want to do, Mr. Lowe.
Talk to somebody about it, or you want to take the deal and pay the money?
I'll take the deal and pay the money.
All right. I'm gonna call the case. This is case number. This is City of Detroit versus Michael Maurice Lowe Jr. Case number 19-527-164, counts 1 and count 2, and case number 21397-208, count 1 and count 2. That would be 2 counts of no operator's license on possession. And 2 counts of no insurance. So, Mr. Lowe, we discussed the matter on, we'll put this on the record. The offer from the people is to plead to count 1, 2, case number 2139-7208, count 1, and dismiss count 2, and then plead to 9-5-19-527-164, the amended count of failure to display in both the matters, and dismiss count 2. I mentioned that I'll charge you $240 fine for each count, which will be a $280 fine. I will give you some time to pay. I have to ask you, Mr. Lowe, do you understand what your options are?
Yes.
And you do understand that you have a right to take this to trial, right, Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
And by taking this offer, you'll be giving up that right to go to trial. You understand that?
Yes.
Did anybody threaten you or promise you anything other than what I put on the record for that offer?
How much do I have to pay in total?
Well, it will be $480.
And then the other one's dismissed, the other 2.
The other 2 were dismissed, so you'll be pleading the 2. I'm going to amend those counts to 2 counts of failure to display, and those are no point offenses. You'll have a $240 fine in each one of them, and I'll dismiss the other 2 tickets.
Okay, that's okay.
Would you like to avail yourself to that offer, Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lowe, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
Yes.
All right, you put your hand down, Mr. Lowe. I'm gonna draw your attention to, well, first of all, let's recall the 2 warrants in the 19-527-164 counts 1 and 2 case, and we'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. And based on what we just put in the record, the offer that you'll take, I'm going to draw your attention to was that September 19th, 2019 at approximately 1:20 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Pickford and Hayden. Did you happen to come across a Detroit police officer on that day, Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
And did that officer ask for you to produce a driver's license?
I really don't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Did you have a valid?
did you have a valid driver's license on that day, Mr. Lowe?
No.
Okay. Satisfied, counsel?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Based on that, I'll find you guilty to the amended count of, I'll accept your guilty plea to the amended count of no failure to display, and I will dismiss count 2 of that ticket, and I will fine you $240 in that matter. Let me also draw your attention, Mr. Lowe, to the January 16th, 2021 at about 10 a.m., where you're operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit in the area of 8 Mile and Gilchrist.
Yes.
And did you happen to come across a Detroit police officer that asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And could you produce that driver's license, Mr. Lowe?
No.
And is that because you didn't have a valid license?
Yes.
You satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna accept your guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display. Again, both no points of offenses, and I will dismiss count 2 of that ticket. And I'm going to assess $240 fine in each matter, so that'll be a total of $480. Mr. Lowe, I'll give you as much time as you need to pay those matters. How much
Okay,
time?
thank you. Give me a month.
All right, how about this, Mr. Lowe? I'm going to give you 2 months. I'll give you till August 2nd, 2021. If you find that you are having difficulty paying those matters, Mr. Lowe, then please zoom back in on that date so that we can work something else out so you're not assessed any more extra penalties in these matters.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Lowe, do you have any other questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mr. Lowe, thank you for your patience, and get that matter played so we can get these closed out. And again, if you need some more time, let me know, Mr. Lowe, and that will conclude this matter.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great day. I got Mrs. Brown. Let's get Mrs. Gunn. She's at work. So Mrs. Gunn has prohibited left turn, no valid registration certificate, no proof of insurance. Based on this, let's see, if many more matters that are pending?
How many?
You have the three that are listed here. 8. It looks like I have 8 matters in total. That's 3/12/2021. So these are scheduled for arraignment on 9/7/2021. So
And that's what Carleen done. You want me to print something, right?
print off those ROAs.
The ones that's not scheduled for today.
And then we'll hand those over to Mr. I have.
Trying to make me earn my money today, ain't you?
We get them out of here. I mean, it's just gonna be back around and lower, so if we get her out here, she get a license, she's gonna be back open.
Yeah.
You got a problem, is that okay with you, Mr. Worthing?
What were we doing, Judge? I'm sorry.
Nothing, I was just, Mrs. Gunn has some matters that are looking for arraignment in September, so I was trying to just get all of this wrapped up in one, so she can move on.
There you go.
All right, Mrs. Alexa Graham, I have plea to failure to display, dismiss the other 2. I would just see if she, if she has proper documentation. What is your position on that?
Oh, the judge has the file still.
Here.
Did she have a license? That's all.
You hear that, Mr. Worthing? I'm gonna bring Mrs. Graham in the room.
Okay. Ms. Graham.
Good afternoon, Ms. Graham. Good afternoon, Ms. Graham. I think you may be muted. No. Can you hear me, Ms. Graham? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So, Ms. Graham, let me ask you this. I see you have 3 matters, unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor, and driving license expired. Did you ever obtain a driver's license or get insurance or get your car registered, Ms. Graham?
No, because right after that, I sold the car, but I am working on paying my license off or getting it reinstated.
Okay. Well, let's see. If we have a offer here in the file to plead to an amended count of failure to display, and will dismiss the other 2 tickets, the no insurance misdemeanor and driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. If you want to take yourself and avail yourself to that offer, I'll fine you $240 in this case, and I'll give you as much time as you need to pay, Mrs. Brown. But if you want to proceed and take these matters to trial to see if you can get a better deal, then that will be your pleasure. I do have Mr. Werbling on the line. He is the House Counsel today. And if you want to speak to him regarding these matters and any of the options that I've availed to you or that the people have availed to you, then I'll put you in a breakout room and you can discuss that with him.
No, I'd rather take that offer. And with today being the 1st, can I pay that off by August 1st?
August 1st? Okay. All right, yeah. So let me call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Alexa Graham,
Alexis.
Alexis Graham, I'm sorry, case number SP 1144565, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mrs. Graham, like I mentioned to you just a minute ago, people are willing to allow you to plead to the amended count of failure to display, which is a 0-point ticket. I'll fine you $240 in that matter, and then the other 2 counts will be dismissed. Mrs. Graham, do you know you have a right to take these tickets to trial, correct?
Yes.
And you know that if you, by accepting this offer, you will give up that right, and that you will be, have the failure to display misdemeanor on your record, and you'll have the fines, and you'll be obligated to pay the fines and costs that I just outlined to you. You understand that?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what was put on the record?
No.
And are you taking this guilty plea on your own free will?
Yes.
Nobody's threatened you or promised you anything other than that, right? What I put on the record?
Right.
Okay, and you understand by taking this, you'll waive your right to trial, correct?
Correct.
All right, Mrs. Brown, can you please raise your right hand, Mrs. Graham? Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this matter?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Mr. Brown. On December 17th, 2020, at about 4:36 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Curtis Avenue and Sunderland, did you happen to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And at that time, did the Detroit police officer ask for you to produce a valid license?
Yes.
And you could not do so because your license had expired, correct, Mrs. Brown?
Correct.
Okay. Based on that, is that sufficient, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display, and I'm going to dismiss counts 2 and 3. And I am going to assess the $240 fine in the matter. And Mrs. Graham, you've already indicated that you'll need some time to pay. So how about I give you until September 2nd, 2021.
Okay. Thank you so
Ms.
much.
Graham? No problem. So if you can't find yourself in a situation where you can't have that paid off on that time, Mrs. Graham, can you please log back in on the Zoom call, and we'll see if we can work out another date, just so you're not assessed any extra penalties in the matter.
Okay. And I can pay those fines and everything online, right? I just put in my case number.
Online. Pardon me?
I just put in my case number when I go online.
Yeah, or type in, what is it, type in the case number?
Or search proper name.
Or search your name.
Either or.
You can go pay those online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can pay those at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, which I'm told that they're in the CVS is around Detroit, and there's one out in front of the 36th District Court, or you can pay that at the court and come down and pay that at the court yourself. Is there any bond in this?
Okay.
You didn't post any bond, did you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Based on that, that's going to resolve the case, Mrs. Graham. And like I say, if you need some more time, I would suggest that you zoom back in and let me know.
All righty. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
You have a better one. Thank you.
Gun style.
You're still working on gun?
No, it's right there.
Oh, it's right here. You put it up there.
Oh, that's something else you want me to do?
No, this is a question I got.
Oh,
That's
We have
okay.
Lyleton. I don't have. Do you have Lyleton?
You said Lyle.
Lyleton.
I have the file, but you said you just want to give me the other cases that he had?
You said Lyleton.
Loud.
Okay. I can put one.
Whoa. So you want her to plead to 3 matters?
3 out of 8.
I know that Judge Williams was working this totally up to you. They were just, whatever they had, they were just making it to.
No, because she got speed 26 over. So.
Mr. Warman,
Yes, Judge.
I have Mrs. Carolyn Gunn in the offer. I don't know, the new offer is, I guess she's got a total of 8 matters.
Okay.
And the new offer is to plead to failure to display in one, amended count to blockading traffic in the other,
Right.
and the count of speeding 65 and a 55 to the other.
Okay. Got it, Judge.
And that 65 to a 55 one,
Yep.
she was 26 over.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let her know if you want to speak to her. Mrs. Gunn? Ms. Gunn?
Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? Can you mute the volume to your music, please?
Oh yeah, it's off.
Pardon me?
It's turned off.
Okay. Mrs. Gunn,
Let me see.
so today you had initially what, let me see. Today you had initially okay, so today you initially had 3 matters up: prohibited left turn, a no valid registration certificate, no proof of insurance. Mrs. Gunn, do you have any documentation, Mrs. Gunn, for any of these matters? And no proof of insurance, no valid registration certificate?
Well, I have the car's not in my name. I no longer drive the car, but it was in my best friend's name. And yes, I have proof for all of that, but it was in her name, not mine. I was driving the car. The car's in her name and everything. So he wouldn't accept it. He just wrote me the tickets out.
And she had insurance at the time?
Yeah, one more time, sir.
She had insurance at the time on the vehicle was insured when you were driving it?
No, sir, it was not.
Okay, and no valid registration?
It collapsed like March.
Okay, so here's what we got.
I think this is well, March. I'm sorry.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overtalk you. I said I think it collapsed like February or March, one of them.
So here's what we got, Ms. Gunn. You originally had 3 matters up. I see that you have 4 other matters that were set for a pretrial scheduled for a hearing on September 7th, 2021. I wanted to give you an opportunity to take care of all these matters today. So we did get offers on these matters, and that would be to plead to an amended count of failure to display. That would be to the driver's license never acquired. Plead to an amended count of blocking traffic for the give me one moment.
Okay.
For the prohibited left turn, that blocking traffic would not be an abstraction on your record, no points, nor would the failure to display would be abstracted, but it'd be no points.
Okay.
And then plead to the amended count, or plead responsible to the amended count of speeding 26 to 30 over, and they'll amend that to 65 and a 55, and then dismiss the rest of the matters. If you did that today, I would fine you $240 for the, failure to display. I would fine you $175 for the blocking traffic, and I would fine you $135, and you'll get 2 points assessed to your license for the speeding 65 and a 55. Mrs. Gunn, you can take those offers and we can resolve these today, and I'll give you time to pay.
I'll take it.
Well, I was just going to let you know, finish for a second, Ms. Gunn. I was going to let you know that I will also allow you to speak with House Counsel and your options. I can set a trial date in this matter. You may or may not get a better.
No, I'm guilty. No, I like what you just said.
Okay, let's put it on the record.
Okay.
I'm calling case numbers. This is the city of Detroit versus Carolyn Gunn. Case number SP 1145371, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 11453841, SP 11759241, and SP 11759255, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mrs. Gunn, let me swear you in. Mrs. Gunn, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth or nothing but the truth in these matters?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Ms. Gunn. So as it relates, do you understand that you have a right to trial in this matter, Mrs. Gunn?
I do.
And by taking this, by resolving these cases today, by taking this offer that was tendered by the people, that you would give up your right for that trial?
I do.
All right, did anybody threaten you or force you or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
Not at all.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty?
Say it one more time, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty?
Yes, I am.
And do you understand by pleading guilty today, you'll give up your any rights that you would have to trial, right?
Yes, sir.
And you want to waive those rights?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Mrs. Gunn, let
Yes,
me
sir.
draw your attention to the date of December 17th, 2020 at around 11 a.m. in the city of Detroit. Were you operating a motor vehicle on East Jefferson Avenue in Randolph, in that area?
Yes, I was.
All right, did you have an occasion where you were pulled over by the Detroit police and asked to tender a valid driver's license?
Yes, I was.
And were you able to tender that license, Mrs. Gunn?
No, I was not.
And was that because you didn't have a valid license?
That is correct.
Okay, the court is gonna accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display.
Thank you.
I am going to also, Mrs. Gunn.
Yes, sir.
Were you in that? I am going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display.
Thank you.
And also, Mrs. Gunn, were you driving on March the 12th, 2021?
Yes, I was, sir.
I'm just getting this together.
Okay.
Seemingly here, Mr. Combs. This one here, you have it listed as this ticket, the speeding, but that's actually. Oh, I guess that's the different count. Right. That should be count. So let's go to. No, Mr. Goss.
Oh, I know you can be a lawyer.
You have this written here.
But eviction tax.
So it's just, it's supposed to be SP 11759. That's the speeding. So it's supposed to be not the 5, it's supposed to be the 4. So 4 again. It will be 4, and then I guess I could change. Okay, Mrs. Goss, were you in the area on March the 12th, 2021 in the area of Grand River and Buchanan?
Yes, I was.
And were you driving above the posted speed limit of 30 miles an hour?
Yes, I was.
Okay, I'm gonna find you responsible for that matter.
Okay.
And lastly, Mrs. Goss, referring back to the 12/17/2021 ticket in the area of Jefferson and Randolph, were you, did you make a pivoted left turn?
I did because I no excuses, but
it's not necessary. I'm just trying to make a record.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I was. Yeah.
Mrs. Gunn, I'm sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find you responsible for the amended count of blockaded traffic with no points.
Okay.
And I am going to dismiss case numbers SP 1145371, counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1175924, count 3. Did I get that right? SP 1175925 and SP 11759 count 2.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, in this matter, I'm going to fine you $240 for the guilty plea on the failure to display. I'm also going to administer a fine of $175 to your amended count responsible plea of blocking traffic. And I'm also going to fine you $135 for your amended fine of 6 to 10 over.
Okay.
That's going to be a total of $550, Mrs. Gunn. Do you need time to pay that?
I do, sir. If I can pay my rent, then yes, I do. Can I have to the 15th of July?
What was that, Ms. Gunn?
Can I have to the 15th of July?
The 15th of July. What I'll do is I'll give you until, how about I give you till August the 2nd, 2021.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic, sir.
Okay, Mrs. Gunn, I'll tell you this. If you find yourself in a position where you cannot pay that by that time, Mrs. Gunn,
Yes,
just please zoom back in and we'll see if we can work out some more time for you because I don't want you to be getting charged any extra
Yes, sir.
penalties.
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Your Honor. I really appreciate you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you so much and thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much. I had nothing but patience. You were so kind. I really appreciate you.
I'm glad I can help. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
thank the people and the House Counsel for doing a very good job in working out that deal for you.
Well, I appreciate that so much. You have a great day, sir.
You as well.
Thank you.
No.
Did you ever get Lawson back to the church?
I get you out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is this it right here? Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't.
You never wrote the offers. Okay, it was it right here.
How you doing?
You good, my coach?
Figure it all out.
Yes,
We changed it. We had to, manually add that. Just take it fast.
Hey, Ben, let me get your P number.
Sure, yes, Ms. 64889.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have 3 matters. Wow.
Oh, sorry, going off the wrong.
It's right, the driving while license suspension is a state matter.
Statement. And we,
So under memorandum of understanding, you can, right, he pleads 2 on mine. And there's 9. Huh? You know, you got to, when you speed that, you see how fast you're speeding? I can't just allow people to speed like that, you know? Unless you want to take the Michigan defensive driving course, we can talk.
Well, I'm gonna do that for this month.
Huh? She wanted to Miss Gunn. Miss Gunn, she's real. You saw she just wanted to get over.
So, okay. So you got that, Mr. Worthing?
Could that be, which,
I got
defendant was this, Judge?
I have Mr. Derek Lyleton,
Okay,
and he is being afforded, he has three matters. One is the state matter. So what we were gonna do, based on his, he's got two options here. He can plead to one count of failure to display and take a defensive driving course, and then the other matters will be dismissed. Or he can plead to, if he wants to get it over with today, he can plead to the one count of failure to display, and he'll plead to the reduced, responsible to the reduced charge of 65 and a 55, and then the other state matter, which is a driving while license suspended, would be dismissed.
okay, got it, Judge.
I'll bring him in the room. There's no. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you captured it or not. So I was asking, like, switch it to work, like, pull something, it's supposed to be on the bench, but it's up to you how you want it.
That's fine.
Okay, so you can see I got, so, rather than see it and stuff, so you have internet now. I just had, once we connect it to it, we'll say it's now, go here, or it was connected on. So, yeah, no, you've already put it already, so every time it comes up, it should automatically connect to that particular Wi-Fi here.
Thank you so much.
All right, is that, I want to see that, there was a QGS on this, I didn't check. See if it's right, but we're going to check it.
Mr. Lyles,
Yes, sir.
thank you for your patience. You have, before the court, you have three matters. And you have a driving while license suspended, repeat offender, a speeding ticket 16 to 20 over, and you have another matter here that's a state matter, another driving while license suspended. I have an offer here, and you have two options. Well, you got three options. You can close this out by pleading to one count, amended count of failure to display, and you can plead to responsible to the speeding ticket, or you can plead to one count of failure to display, and you can take a defensive driving course. In both of those instances, this other count of the state case of suspended driving while license suspended would be dismissed. Or you can, we can set you a trial date, and you can try to see what you can do or do at trial. You may be able to do better, you may be able to do the same, or whatever that case. I do have House counsel online to discuss these matters with you if you choose to discuss the matters and the repercussions behind it. I can put you in a breakout room.
Yeah, I would like to speak to him for a second. With one of the counts of my driver's license suspended, or the repeat offender, my first time ever getting my ticket, I didn't have my license. The judge recommended that I come back with my license or I go to jail. I ended up getting my license, and that's I had got a ticket and didn't pay, and my license just suspended out the blue. I never got noticed or nothing. So I was driving my car and got pulled over, and they said my license was suspended. They pulled me out of the car, but I never knew that my license was suspended. So I had talked with the police officer and everything. But he still ended up giving me the ticket, but I never knew that.
Okay. Mr. Lyles, let me do this. Let me put you in a breakout room. You talk to your counsel, and then maybe your counsel will be able to discuss the matter with the city attorney.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry, counsel. I think can you hear me? Mr. Werner?
You want to send him a chat? Did he go into a break room? Did you send him a chat, or do you want me to?
Let's close out the room.
Okay.
He's the last person, right? Yeah.
Counsel,
Yes, Judge, so.
I'm
my
sorry.
understanding-
Let me, I think what we did was we confirmed the fact that Mr. Loughton did have a license, so that he's telling us the story is true. So based on that, Mr. Goss is going to amend his recommendation.
And that is, if he takes the MichiganDefenseOfDriving.com course, and successfully pass it, we'll dismiss all of them.
I think he'll avail himself of that, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes, that'll be fine.
so we're gonna set a review date, right?
About 30 days.
How long is it gonna take you to take that class, Mr. Loughton?
I mean, depending on the duration of it, it shouldn't take me long at all.
So this class is very intense. It has 14 quizzes in one test.
Okay.
So it's like a 8-hour class.
Okay, so I'm supposed to do it all in one day, or how?
No, you could do it, 30 minutes a day if you want.
Okay.
So how about I give you 30 days for that, Mr. Loughton?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have.
You think that's good enough, or do you think you need more time?
No, that's fine.
The class is MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. And you want to take the 36th district court option.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote a note.
I'm gonna put this on the record. Calling the city of Detroit versus Derek Dartez Loughton, case number SP 11774531. Strike that. SP 1177453, counts 1 and count 2. Mr. Loughton, the offer in this matter, based on the fact that you had, and we did confirm that you had a driver's license at that time, we do understand that notice has been a problem. So based on that, the people are willing to dismiss most of the matters, but also part of that offer would be to take the MichiganDefensiveDriving.com course. Would you like to avail yourself of that, Mr. Loughton?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court is going to dismiss the SP 1177.
We don't dismiss anything until after they come back.
Okay.
So we just give them the date.
Great. Okay. So basically, we're not going to dismiss anything, Mr. Loughton, until you come back and you show proof of that defensive driving course. At that time, we will dismiss if you have proof. And you said that 30 days is good for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to set a review date in this matter for July the 2nd, 2021. And hopefully you can get that done at that time. Mr. Loughton, if you can't get that done in time enough, then I would like you to zoom back in on that date, and we'll see what we can do so that you can have more time to get that done. But just try to get that done before that July 2nd date so we can close this stuff out.
All right, fine.
All right? All right, so all set. Is there anything else? Okay.
Nothing further, Judge.
That'll conclude it, Mr. Loughton. If you don't have any more questions, you can you feel free to leave.
I just needed that website.
The website?
Yes, sir.
You got an ink pen? You're not driving, are you?
No, sir.
You got an ink pen?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. That's MichiganDefensiveDriving.com.
You said defense.
You would choose the 36th District Court option.
I'm sorry, did you say Michigan Defense?
Michigan Defensive,
Oh, defensive, okay.
DEFENSIVE, driving.com.
All right. You said District Court?
And choose the 36th District Court option.
Okay. All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, it looks like that's it for today. Anything else, Mr. Harlan?
Nothing further, Judge. Nice working with you. Congratulations, and I look forward to working with you more in the future.
Thank you very, very much. Nice
No
working
problem,
with you.
Judge.
Well, see you soon.
See you soon. Thanks to you and your staff.
Thank you.
Again.
Thanks. Take care, Ms. Davis. Mr. Goss.
Later, man.
Later.
Judge, are you coming back to chambers?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna sign off, okay?
Okay.